Hi and welcome. I'm Deb from the Divine Plan Project, and today we are going to be channeling again. There's some information that needs to be brought through to you, and some of it will be new. New beings that I'll be channeling, not new to me, but new to you. So let me see who they wish to bring forth first with which pieces of information. So initially it is the Alpha and the Omega, Mother, Father, God, who wish to speak. There is much disparity. This, by the way, is the masculine of the Alpha and the Omega. There is much disparity between the haves and the have-nots at this period of time. Some may say that this disparity has always existed. However, we are here to tell you that the gap has never been wider. Those who are concerned with containing, retaining, and maintaining their own wealth have even less regard for the unfortunates and the have-nots now than they have at almost any period throughout recorded history on the planet of Earth. We are here to tell you that this should never be accepted as the norm. This is not a positive trend, and it is yet another exhibit depicting the breakdown of communities and societies. As you have all heard in your own colloquialisms, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And this is which we believe should be drawn to your attention. While individuals feel superior, feel untouchable, feel unaffected by those happenings, those issues, and those way of lives which are foreign to them, which are that which they do not seek. The likelihood of those beings experiencing this becomes greater. For what we resist persists. We must have all experiences. This is not to say that the haves have never been have-nots. There are cycles and seasons on your planet, but also for each soul and for the collectives. What we are trying to tell you is that with healthy communities, with wellness, all will thrive and prosper, not some. And when there are these great imbalances, as there are now, the tides turn quickly. The pendulum swing is much greater, and the damage done when the pendulum swings is more intense. And so we say that while we are not here to correct, to chide, to condemn, we are the observers. We do understand what occurs. We do have oversight of all that has ever been. We, of course, recognize patterns and trends. And we tell you now that this should be obvious to you, that the pendulum is becoming more and more wrecking ball-like as these chasms between the haves and the have-nots grow wider. So, we are not here again to correct you, simply to inform you, to prepare you, to help you through your understanding of what is occurring and why, and that this occurs not as a result of some unseen force punishing, colluding, determining anyone's fate or fate. Forgive my misspeaking. Instead, as members of a free will project, you are experiencing the results of the actions and inactions, the results of the attitudes and the apathies you are experiencing and are soon to experience even greater extremes. As for yourselves, who also begin to see the truths of what is occurring, which is our greatest wish for you at this point in time, your best defense is understanding, is compassion for yourself and for others, and of course, knowing self, understanding, and discipline of self. Not in the sense of depriving oneself of anything, but simply understanding self in relation to all others. Understanding self in relation to contextualizations, to experiences. Understanding control rests here. You need not consider yourself a victim at any point. You need remember, you possess everything that you need to weather these storms. And we assure you that knowledge truly does make a difference with how well you weather the storm. And this is why we make it our priority to bring the information to you that is necessary at this time. Finally now, we bid you farewell from this channel at this time with our love. And we promise you that in subsequent channels, we will explain and bring to you full knowledge of the questions that surround what is God? Who is God? What is the divine intelligence? And why are you all we all hear. For now, we hand over. Thoth will do the introductions for our next speaker. Ajante. We bring to you now a being who has been instrumental for the Divine Plan Project, has been working with us, as us, for many millennia. At this point, we introduce this being with some reservations for their own personal safety. And so we will refer to this being as E. We shall not reveal the class of being. We shall instead allow this being to share the information that will be most relevant to you, our audience, humanity at this time. I bring you E. Greetings. My role is one of sharing information that is often not publicly available. I have the honor of hearing all and understanding the relevance of the information that I am hearing. I impart this knowledge to the Divine Plan Project team to prepare them for what comes next. I shall give you some examples of the information that I have provided in the past. And in some instances, there are recordings of this information being kept, which may be shared with you at some future date as necessary to validate that the information was provided prior to the occurrences of what took place. Some of the examples that I will bring you are understanding that political alliances would be formed and reformed over the last several years. There was an understanding of the talks, agreements, and alliances that were coming to bear, including between Russia, and China, and Iran, understanding the difficulties that would be occurring with the United States and its former allies, seeing differences of alliances occur with North Korea, with South Korea, understanding the difficulties that would be occurring between India and Pakistan, the information about occurrences on the planet from a geological perspective. Earthquakes, volcanoes, information about spiritual warfare itself, and the parties, the, shall I say, players, roles, desires, plots, as it is all unfolded. I have been privileged to hold the information and to share it as appropriate. I shall continue my role, and in some instances I will share the information with you as well. Clearly, it is a matter of ensuring that the information shared will not alter what is fated, what is to play out, what is to occur. Now, I use the word fated carelessly, for nothing is set in stone and timelines change like fluids in the ocean. Each decision, each change, each nuance shifts all of us across timelines. However, my intention is not to reveal information so as to change occurrences, only to reveal the information, to assist others to be prepared for what will be occurring and happening. So I thank you for hearing me, and I look forward to bringing you much more information as each day, week, and month passes to assist you in your preparations for what is occurring and will most definitely impact every being, every energy on planet Earth. Thank you. Thoth. Thank you, E. This brings to a conclusion that which we had prepared to share with you on this day. In the coming days, we will go further into the designs and the design work which occurred at the time of bringing about the new cosmos in preparation for the migration. I will leave you here and now, and we look forward to bringing you more information soon. I have been Thoth. All right. Thank you all for being here and for being with us today. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. And if you are finding the information of value to yourself, then please share it with everyone you love so that they too can hear it. Thank you. And I'm getting a cue here.
Notification bell. Click the notification bell.
Click the notification bell
So they
on YouTube so that you are notified when new content comes up. Thank you so much.